Boys and girls, how you doing? We are here live, beautiful Sunday evening from Hazel Park Viking Arena, DCTV 35 Men's League Game of the Week here against two teams that are fighting for position in the standings. The Canadians, who win the draw in red, against the FT Forethought Canucks in white. Early moments of the first period, Skelton steps out over the line. Skelton coming right in. Skelton looking around, shot on Frenchie, a rebound. And that's cleared. Early moments of the first period. Cleared by the Canadians up to center. Skelton again walks in over the line. Jimmy Skelton, been on a streak lately. Around the net. Skelton looking around, dumps it in front, hits a couple skates. But Kevin Price for the Canadian clears it, kind of overskates it, makes a move, and starts to look around. Canadians in second place here, as of right now. Price with a shot, hits a leg, and it's cleared. All the way down the ice, and this will be an icing. Early moments of the first period. We are glad that you're here with us. Tommy Morris is your color commentator here on a beautiful Sunday evening from Hazel Park Viking Ice Arena. Two teams close to each other in the standings. The Canucks are chasing the second place Canadians. And a couple injury notes. We have Coach Schneeman is out with a vaginal injury. And he tried playing last week. Strained the clitoris, but he should be back next week. Again for the Canadians, Scott French, who has missed a couple games with the lower back injury, the 6'15" goaltender out of Moose Jaw, Saskatchewan, is trying to get back into playing shape after a little early setback with the back. Early moments of the first period here. Scramble play in the center, and Johnny Mullins for the Canucks will dump it in the zone. Mike Stan hits Paul Boulanger. Boulanger around the net, jams it, scores! And Boulanger with a wraparound after a turnover by the Canadians, and the Canucks take an early 1-0 lead. Paul Boulanger capitalized on the early turnover, and we will see how the Canadians bounce back from this. Early moments of the first period as the Canucks strike first. Trip McGillsey over the line, dumps it in. Stan pitches along the board for the Canadians. Kasdan jams away at it, comes up with it through center. Kasdan down the right side. Kasdan shot right on net, rebound. It's covered up then again by Scherzing. And net for the Flyers, or for the Canucks, excuse me. Early moments of the first period. A couple of subs playing in the game tonight. As both these teams would like to take advantage. Keep up with the Flyers in the standings. Towards Merritt, a little too far for Quarters. It's kept in though over to Knight. Knight right in. That's turned away. Merritt for the Canadians. Subbing for Schneeman, called up at the last moment for Paul Schneeman. Bill Dolman. Dolman. Cross ice, a little too far. Skelton catches up to it though. Skelton, the speedster, down the right side. He's been on a goal streak hot lately. Puts it right in front. Hits a couple legs, and it's broken up. Price can't handle it in the corner. Comes right out front, his shot to Simpson. He fans on a rebound, and French with a big stop there, and it's cleared, and here's Quarters. Quarters off to the races. Brian Quarters coming right in, shots, oh, and he hits the post, and a rebound, oh, and that one is in. And a rebound by Price on the beautiful speedster breakaway by Quarters, and right there for the opportunity, a nice shot in the corner, and just like that, the Canadians come back, and we got a 1-1 game. And I tell you what, the Canadians answer back. Early moments of the first period, up and down action here. And we'll see what happens here. Stevens, a nice little how-do-you-do move at the line. Stevens comes into the corner. He's pressured. Stevens looking around. Stevens with the puck. He throws it cross ice. Nobody there in the corner, but pinched in by Lutz. He throws it out front, hits a body, and Mullins will clear it to the line, but not out. Kept in by the Canadians. Mullins again in behind the net for the Flyers. Clears it around the boards. That's pinched in. Kept in at the line. Flyers having trouble clearing the line. It's kicked at. It's still played out at the line. Stevens just can't keep it in. It just bounces out. And then the Canadians will try to regroup. That's broken up, and Tom Giftis can't knock it out. And Rob Duff takes a look around. He threads the pass over to Boulanger, the goal scorer. Boulanger, a little move right there. Boulanger coming in right in. Boulanger in front. She shoots. Oh, it's a post rebound. Scores! And McElvery. Johnny on the spot for the rebound, and almost a replay of the Canadians' goal, but this time it's the Canucks. Off the post, the rebound. The Canadians turned off the player, and he had the empty net shoot on Scott French. Up and down action here. Early moments of the first period. Drop, and here's Price. Price over the line. Price takes it wide. Price looking around. Price out front. Knight got a piece of it. But Skelton clears the zone. Well, he got to the line, but not out. Back in, and here's with the puck up the center. Leonardi over to Skelton. Back over to Simpson. Simpson's been on a streak lately. That one just bounces out. Quarters takes advantage. There's a 2-on-1 for the Canadians. Up over the line. He throws it. That's knocked down. Another shot. Hits Giftis again. Canadians clear it back to the line. In deep. Knight tries to throw it out front. Intercepted by Skelton. He'll clear the zone, but intercepted again at center ice by Quarters. Quarters all over the ice here early. Quarters steps up over the line. Quarters takes a look. He shoots right on Scherzing. He steers it to the corner. Knight for the Canadians will play it. Price tips it, trying to get it back to Knight. Broken up. And back over by Tim Schultz. Tim Schultz will regroup behind his net. Throws it up to McElvery, the scorer, or that's Leonardi. No, that's Leonardi. Number 4, a sub there.
Two. Go one more.
Up through center. Little choppy play, and Stimson. Stimson with 3 goals in his last 2 games. Throws it over to Skelton. Skelton's also been on a roll. Skelton back to Stimson. Nothing there. It's broken up, and Joe Merritt will battle with Skelton around the backboards. Over to Claremont. Claremont for the Canadians trying to clear out. It's pinched in. Leonardi for the Canucks. Leonardi having trouble. Claremont comes up. Claremont fighting against the boards. Kicks it, but Doman for the Flyers. Tries to clear it. Hits Kasdan. Oh, it just missed Claremont with that. Claremont throws it back around to Kasdan. Kasdan to Stevens. Stevens in the corner. Polk checked off the puck by the Canadian Schultz, who clears it back in, but not out. Still kept in by the Canadians, working around the net. Stevens with the puck. Stevens pulls up. He's looking around. Back in behind the net again. He throws behind the net again. Out front, Stimson intercepts it, but they can't clear the puck. Stevens with a shot. Oh, Scherzing had to pay attention to that closely as it hits off his arm, and he will let no rebound up and hold it for the faceoff. You're here on Sunday night, DCTV, Hockey Night in Detroit.
Join Detroit City TV on our Facebook and Twitter pages, and check out Detroit City TV live events and news coverage all year long. The future of TV is now. www.detroitcity.tv.
And we have the face-off won by the Canucks here. Johnny Mullen clears it to the line. It's pinched in, and Mike Stan fights there in the corner. That's that's Jay Lutz. Giftis for the Canucks to Duff. Up to center. Shot by McGilsey, and trip McGilsey.
His world-famous Statue of Liberty play, Tommy. Statue of Liberty.
Scotty French has been out for the last few games. He's had trouble with his back. And in that time, the Canadians have moved up in the standings.
Canadians got to work on watching that stretch pass because they like to use that stretch pass to give this right up to Duff.
Duff tried walking around at the face-off, and we got clipped.
He did. The puck deflected right into Fleming's face. Let's hope he's okay.
And Fleming,
He's got a hard head.
it hits him off the side of
I
the.
feel sorry for the puck.
You have to check the puck.
You're going to have to replace the puck first if it went off his head.
That is Fleming's usual stance when he plays. That's where we usually see him, right there.
He's a tough customer. He can take a punch. I've never seen him go down like that to a punch, though, but the puck will take him down.
He might have to go to the quiet room for a little bit, which would probably benefit both teams if he's in the quiet room. There's a face-off won by Duff and tipped off his stick. It's kept in.
Are you okay, brother?
Late moments of the first period. Giftis. He shoots it over to McIlsey, looking over for Duff in the corner. Duff with the puck. Duff has two players on him. Back over to Giftis. Giftis shovels it to the net and hits a couple skates and bounces back around, but not out. Johnny Mullen keeps it in at the line. Bad play back in behind the net. Duff with the puck. Duff looking around. Duff tries to thread the needle out. Frenchie poke checks it. And Giftis pinches in for the Canucks. Giftis, fresh off the plane from Los Angeles this weekend. He tries throwing it out front. Nobody is there. But Knight throws it up the boards where he's supposed to be, and it's still kept in. Canucks back over pressing. Here's Rob Duff. Duff off the Knight stick, and here's Brian Quarters, and you don't want to give it to him. He breaks it out over 2-on-1. Shot, and that one's just wide. They still keep control. Here's and Price chopped on the stick of Mullins out front, and Scherzing with a nice poke check there to tip it away by the outstretched Knight, and here it comes the other way. Tremac Elzy drops it over to Rob Duff. Duff looking around. He poke checked by Quarters. Duff still looking around. Duff trying to find somebody. Looking for help. He drops it into Captain Boulanger. Boulanger in around the net. Boulanger still circling around the net. A little over a minute 45 to go in the first period, and he goes right over to Randy Kazan as Kazan comes up right up through center ice. Kazan a little move around Dolman. A little too far, though. Goes to the corner. Kazan looking around. He throws right to Stevens. Stevens, and he's off the side of the net. He had a man standing in front. Claremont throws it, but over to Stevens again. Right back up for the Kazan. A big stop there. Rebounded. Scherzing with a big stop there.
Sergi came through the clutch right there.
Point blank. Stimson in the corner for the Canucks will try to clear it. Throws it back. There's nobody there except for Stevens in the corner for the Canadians.
Oh, nice.
Right out front again. It's poke checked around a couple skates. It's still kept in by the Canadians. They're all over the place pressing. That one's just wide. Claremont throws it back over to the point.
Get back, Randy.
Scopel
There you go.
clears it in for the Canadians. Angle shot there, and Scherzing will just easily hold on to that.
He was able to kick out that right pad 2 times in a row, Tommy. He really got a good kick out there. Can you download this and stream this live right now?
On the hockey page, DetroitCity.tv, where you catch all the live action and check out all the live upcoming events, DetroitCity.tv. Back to the action here. No line changes. They keep both lines out, and Stimson a nice play up through center. He's got a 2-on-1. And still shoots. And he just pulled that wide.
Nice no
He had
pass.
Scott French beat.
He did the toe drag. Just missed on the short side.
First side. Get here.
25 seconds to go in the first period, and that's an errant pass out front. A shot again, and that went off of Frenchie off the post.
Who is that?
Battling in the corner. Both teams battling back and forth. Kept in at the line. Trying to throw Stevens up to Claremont. Claremont can't handle that pass.
They waved off the icing.
And that'll be it for the end of the first period. With the score,
Good shift,
the
boys.
Canucks
Nice
2,
shift,
the Canadians 1.
Randy. Nice shift.
Great action in that first period.
Yeah, he fucking made a great save.
I shot it. I wish you got it up, but I shot it where
Yeah. That's great shit.
Neighborly dispute? Been bullied at work? What about a traffic violation or an occupational hazard? Don't take the law into your own hands. Detroit Justice. coming this spring to Detroit City TV.
So at the end of the first period, Tommy Morris here with Bobby Morris and Kenny Morris, and keys to the second period.
He made a good save, though. I gotta give him credit.
Up and down action. Both teams had plenty of scoring chances. Goaltending has been stellar up to this point. And it all comes down to those second lines. Brian Quarters out against Jimmy Skelton. Kept in, Leonardi pinches Scopel up against the boards for the Canadians, and it's picked up by Stimson. Stimson, he shoots that just wide. And the Canadians will break out with Quarters. Quarters with a head of steam. Quarters comes up over the line. Quarters, he goes right around a backhand, missed by about 2 feet. Knight, back over to Quarters. Quarters out front. Merritt can't handle it. He's still spinning around out front, and here comes the Canucks. They break back out to Skelton, and Skelton's got a beat again. Skelton on another breakaway. Skelton pulls up, shot. Oh, and he just can't handle it. He
Frenchie got a piece of it.
looked like he kind of double clutched that. He had so much time, he didn't know what to do. The Canadians come back. Nice drop pass there to Merritt. Merritt looking around, coming in off his defensive position, hits a leg, and Mullins will try to clear the zone, and they will. And it's back out to Duff. Rob Duff looking around. Rob Duff, he pops in on Stan. Rob Duff tries to do a little couple moves on Mike Stan, hits the skate. Both teams with the change.
One too many moves, Tommy. He had the shot, he didn't take it.
Giftis drops it back to the point to the goal scorer, McKelvey. He tries a little move, and that's a mistake on Quarters. Here's Brian Quarters coming back. A shot there right on, and Scherzer will hold that for a face-off. Early moments of the first period. The Canucks 2, the Canadians 1.
Number 20.
Keys to the second period, Bobby Morris.
Well, they got to keep playing good defense here and get the puck up to the forwards as fast as they can and speed to the neutral zone, and Mike Stan just kept it in.
Face-off won cleanly by Quarters, or by Stevens. And the Canadians buzzing again here. Shots even at 9. And that's throws it out front. Oh, a little how do you do there between Giftis and Boulanger, and they almost got burned on that. There's Giftis with the puck. Nice outlets to Duff. Duff looking again to Tommy Giftis. Giftis up over the line. Giftis looking around. He pulls around, does a little spinorama there. Beats a couple Canadians, throws it in behind the net to Duff. Duff take a look around. He throws it back across over McKelvey. He can't handle that. It bounces out front, but it's cleared to the corner by the Canadians. Kazan, and they'll clear the zone.
Middle!
Claremont can't beat Giftis. Giftis, the newcomer to the league, cleared it around to the boards. Nobody there. Scherzer with a stop. It's laying right there, and Kazan just can't get a handle on it. The long arm Kazan. Still looking around. Right out front. That's broken up by Mullins. Comes to the point. A shot tipped, and that one's just wide. Stevens. He fires one through the center. Still kept in. Stan again. Cross ice to Stevens. Stevens will fire it again. Scherzer will stand there. And Giftis takes control. Throws it up the boards, but nobody's there. Except for a Canadian.
Watch behind you, watch behind you.
You're bad.
Stevens.
Evil.
Right out front, through the crease, and nobody there. And Duff will take a look at it for the Canucks. They'll try to long ice to Boulanger, who stopped in at center. Turned over in the Canucks. Back in the Canadians, back in the Canucks zone again. Out front, missed a couple players. Shot! Oh, and that one stuck out his leg. Scherzer did. And here's Duff, a 1-on-3. Duff trying a toe drag move. Runs into Boulanger. A lot of move out front. Duff is looking for a call, and there's a high stick on the play. And we're looking at all kinds of high sticking and hooking, and take your pick.
I want to go back to that previous play. You can see Randy Kazan. He's just trying to find his confidence right now. He had the puck in the corner, and he just shook his head. And a good chance for a tip, and he's just trying to find his game. Not too long ago, it was a good 25-goal scorer. He's sitting on 1 goal this year.
And the Canadians hoping to find that touch around the net. They've had the play in the zone most of this period, and 6:32 to go in the second period here.
One of us on D.
Paul Schneemann not able to coach here from the bench, but he is present. He's always present. Face off to the right of Scott French, the goaltender. The Canadians win it against the sideboards. Battle there. Try to shovel out one. Scopel, and he'll just ice the puck as the Canucks are on the power play. Shearson over to Doman. Doman leading the rush. Bill Doman, cross ice, kind of knocked around at center ice, and Kevin Price will pick the puck up. Price looking around, a little move at center. Kevin Price, will come to the bench and get a change. Minute 24 to go in the penalty. And Quarters intercepts that up through center. Quarters another little toe drag. Quarters with a shot. Shearsing handles that. Rebound is close to the corner, and Quarters has it again. He's got a little magnet on him.
Nice move. He's playing with a lot of confidence.
Get back!
Quarters. Good play to kill off some seconds in a power play.
Skelton out front, and nice play there by the Canucks. It goes in behind, and Skelton with the puck again.
Still a lot of time left in a power play here.
And it comes right to Quarters. Who else? And he'll just take his time and clear it down the ice.
Give it time. He used to be all over the ice. He's working hard. Give it up to Brian Quarters.
Johnny Mullen. Johnny Mullins with the puck. Johnny Mullins. Errant pass. And it's cleared all the way back down. 30 seconds ago when the Canucks power play. And Rob Duff will lead the rush. Duff has something to prove here as he just gets poke checked by Quarters. Oh, and Quarters couldn't pull it through Mullins' legs. Boulanger to Mullins again. Mullins been out here for a long shift. Dumps it in, and that's easily cleared, and the Canadians have been stellar on this penalty kill. And that is the end, as the Canadians kill off that Mike Stan penalty. Oh, a little bump there at center. Stevens and Boulanger. Caston, his legs standing still at center, and Mullins will still on the ice.
Two old warriors doing battle.
Come on, look!
Hampton's got a chance. He's coming in now, full steam ahead. Hampton scores with a backhand! Oh, what a play! He's pushed his speed through the neutral zone, went to the backhand and tucked it under the underboard. Maybe that'll give him a boost of confidence.
That's
Tony.
confidence right there.
Well, you had Johnny Mullins, who is out on that power play, just didn't get a chance to get off the ice and killed him.
Just too exhausted, you know, he didn't get a chance to. Their side of the ice is the long line change. He didn't get a chance to get to the bench, and it could have cost him a play.
Kasdan put the speed on and beat the defenseman back and tucked it in over on Shearsing and ties this game up at 2.
Yes, sir, he made no mistake about that one.
Stimson with the puck. The Canucks dump it in. Stimson down on his wing. Stimson. He tries to put it on. That's deflected up high to the corner. Race for the puck to the line, but not out. Still kept in here. Joe Merritt. Merritt called up at the last minute for Coach Schneemann.
You help him!
Scopel gets almost beat to the puck. He throws it over to Merritt. Merritt looking around, and Price will break it up out through center. Kevin Price uses his speed. He goes around to the outside. Price shovels it out front. Nobody there except for the defenseman Bill Doman, and he'll clear it all the way down the ice for an icing.
Kevin Price using his speed to get around the outside to cut to the net. That's what he paid to do.
3 minutes, 11 seconds to go here in the second period. We got a 2-2 game. And again, they call out Boulanger's line with Rob Duff. Rob Duff, drafted by the Canucks this year after getting blown out.
Interesting, yes. After a championship season that they had.
Well, he got blown out of that championship game and was not drafted. I guess that they did not want to pick up his contract, which would have paid him several beers and free ice time. And they said, no, forget it. We're going to let you go, and the Canucks picked him up. So this has got to be a pressure year for Rob Duff. He's got to prove something. All those commercials that he made.
And endorsements. Endorsement after endorsement.
And Mullins over to Tom Giftis. Tom Giftis flew in from L.A. this morning. Went for trying out for the Professional Beach Volleyball League, Tom Giftis does. And with that, his rhinestone underwear might be a little too tight as he put that one down the ice, but Tommy Giftis a key on defense here for the Canucks.
Very important player for this Canuck team this far this season.
Hansen, the shot just wide off the side of the net as Claremont was standing there. To the line. Duff tried a little how do you do, but it still comes out to Boulanger down the wing. Boulanger, a shot on Frenchie, blockers that to the sideboards. Kept in by McKelvey back in the side of the net to Boulanger. Boulanger looking around. He throws it to Mullins at the point. Mullins looking around. Mullins, a little how do you do move at the line. Mullins with the pressure. Gets hooked. Still trying to keep it, but Claremont clears it, and it's to the goal scorer, Kazan, and they come down 2-on-1 again. Kazan over the line. Kazan throws it over to Claremont, but he was covered, and it comes out the center ice by Duff. Rob Duff looking around. Duff. There's a how do you do? A couple guys puts it in on Frenchie, and he has to be careful with that one as it's 3 Canadians there to clear the rebound. But it's not out. Giftis keeps it in at the line. It's tipped. Boulanger looking at Stevens in the corner. They get tied up in the corner. Boulanger wins the battle there. Claremont in position will just easily clear it down the ice, and it looks like they'll try to get a face-off unless it goes on to Scherzing, but that's not the case.
Not going to touch it. You can see Tommy where Boulanger got the puck behind in that. He battled along with his old friend Skelton. And those two, number 9 and the big number 10, they've been doing battle against each other for many years in this league, haven't they?
They have had a couple finals together. They've had some good playoff series together, and yes, they both know each other's game very well.
Good clearing pass by Claremont, but the faceoff is forced back into their own end.
Face off to the left of Frenchie. Chep to the line, and James Knight hard on Bill Dolman. Knight wins the battle there against the Zamboni door. Knight will shovel it. Hits Dolman in the pad. It comes right to Quarters, who's been all over the ice. Quarters will just dump it as it hits a couple skates down deep. Dolman again intercepts it, throws it over to Tim Schultz. Schultz calmly throws it back over to the wing to Leonardi. Jim Leonardi will try to compose himself, and they try to regroup. Leonardi up through center, wins through Simpson's leg. And Quarters up over the line to Price. Price, little how do you do there? Price, cross ice, over the, oh, and that one just, Skelton just put the stick on Knight and took away that scoring chance. 34 seconds ago, battling 2 Canucks against Kevin Price there for the Canadians. Price battling there. Schultz will clear it. He fans on it though. Stimson, he drops it over, and here's Skelton off to the races. Jimmy Skelton coming right in. Here's Skelton. Skelton shoots. He scores.
16 seconds on the clock, Tommy. 16 seconds
Jimmy
on the clock.
Skelton, his 3rd breakaway of the game. He just walks right around the defense, uses his speed, and puts it in.
And that goes brought to you by Guinness.
Guinness. Have a cold Guinness on us.
Mr. Morris.
Those are the killer goals right at the, those are the ones that'll hurt you right at the end of the period, in the beginning of a period.
Jones's Farm.
Here's Cass in the final remaining seconds. He'll put one into the corner up over the net of Scherzing, and there's McGilvery will just easily put it to Boulanger. Will want to eat the clock out of this period, and a very entertaining hockey game we have here. 3-2 at the end of the second period.
Very good period, back and forth action between both these clubs. Good battle between the Canadians and Canucks.
We'll be right back with the third period action.
Just be here for me. Just
And we welcome you back to the beginning of the third period action here from lovely Hazel Park Viking Ice Arena. On a Sunday night, DCTV hockey. Third period action. The Forethought Canucks in white against the UCC Canadians in red. And a very entertaining game, up and down action. And what are the keys to the third period here, Bobby?
Pressure, pressure, pressure on these goaltenders. Both goaltenders playing sharp.
Oh, just like that! And as you mentioned, pressure and goals at the end of the period and the beginning of the period, that's a killer also. And Stevens, Johnny on the spot there in the slot. No one took him, standing there by himself.
Nice snapshot.
Good
Ball
boy, Danny.
right between the legs of the goaltender.
Nice pass.
And Duff was looking around, might be a little gassed. He played the beginning of the game, and that was his man up in that high slot. And Rob Duff with the big contract goes to the bench.
Delay by sneaking behind you.
And there's Skelton with the puck. Skelton still battling with Stevens. Tied up, they go to the corner. Gets dumped in the corner by Stan. No call there. Or is that Lutz? It's Jay Lutz that dumped him.
Go, 2-1!
Lutz pinches up, goes in hard against Mullins against the boards. And the Canucks will regroup in their zone. Mullins can't get the line, but Skelton is there to cover it. Jimmy Skelton. Over to Boulanger. Boulanger cuts through the middle, makes a couple moves.
1-on-4.
Got a bunch of guys. He's poke checked by Claremont. Here comes Claremont. Jim Claremont, 2-on-2. He cuts over to the middle, looking around. It's taken off the puck by Knight. Knight shovels it to the front. It's broken up by Schultz, and they come breaking out again, but not out. Quarters with the puck again. Quarters, little how do you do to Claremont? A shot. Rebound, and Scherzing's there and will cover it for the faceoff.
Excellent cover right there. Bad clear, very bad clear on the part of the Canucks defense. They tried to be pretty with it, carrying it out of the end, but Brian Quarters right there at the goal line did a little poke check, was able to set it up to his left wing, causing a good scoring chance for the Canadians.
Early moments of the third period, a 3-3 game here. Exciting game, action up and down. Face off to the right of Scherzing as Quarter wins it. No one's there, and Stimson will clear it for the Canucks. And out. Race for the puck, Scopel and Leonardi.
Keep on going!
Leonardi beats it to the puck. He overskates it, though. But Price covers up. He couldn't get the line, and Merritt will clear it for the Canadians. Quarters, one arms. Skelton. Bill Dolman. Up over the line. It's chipped by Skelton again. Skelton seems to be all over the ice. And the Canadians will clear it to center. Here's Knight up over the line. Knight looking around. Knight tries shoveling it into quarters. It's broken up, and here comes Rob Duff. Duff looking around. Duff up through center. Rob Duff looking around. Duff, little toe drag up through the center, right through the slot, score! And just like that, he does it every time.
From the left side to the right side.
And they let him go. He cut over center, and Rob Duff pulls it in. And that's why the Canucks got him. The Canucks got him in the beginning of the year in the draft after that big contract from Bruno's Islanders, or Bruno's Sharks.
Very difficult to start. Gets that stride going. Chop, chop, chop right to the neutral zone. He's able to kick to the right, snap that home.
Let's see how the Canadians respond to this. Tom Giftis, tough on defense there. Up over the line. Stan will chop it back in, a delayed offsides, and Paul Boulanger comes out with the puck. Boulanger looks for Duff, passes everybody. Icing is waved off. And Mike Stan will start out from behind his own net for the Canadians. Stan up on the boards over to goal scorer Kazan. Kazan with a goal. He nice little flip pass. Hit a leg though. Cleared back in by Kazan. And Mullins for the Canucks will retrieve it. Cross ice to Boulanger. He pinched up, and here comes Duff on the line. Duff looking around again. Duff, a little how do you do? Couple how do you do's. It just rolls in. He gets the control and back behind the net. They're battling in with Stan. Duff and Mike Stan there. Oh, and Boulanger with the forearm. Oh, and now he's dumped again. It's getting a little chippy here. 4-3 game. Looking in Duff again around Dan Stevens with a nice move. Oh, and he put him again. And a big hit there. Oh, Duff.
After Stan got knocked out, he got up, he had to take somebody out. He's going to take out. Here he comes. Watch out.
Oh, and a little hip there. And a penalty on that play is they're going to call Boulanger for the penalty. And he stepped into him.
Well, he got away with a body slam on Mr. Stan in the corner, but the hip check was called.
Hey.
Stan returned the favor, getting a piece of Duff as he come over the blue line.
And body on body. I don't know. That was a questionable, little questionable. I don't know about that so much. Let the boys play.
Mike Stan coming to the bench. He's wincing. He's
Let
holding his hip.
the boys play.
He's holding his hip after he got 300 pounds of Boulanger thrown right into him.
I see those plays, and I don't know. I just let the boys play. The Canadians need to capitalize on this. Down 4-3. This is a big power play for them as they gain the line. A little how do you do? A little give and go. Quarters the price. He tries doing some crazy move and still kept in by the Canadians. Quarters can't hear the clear end, but he's got Schultz there. It's a mismatch in the quarter. Quarters comes out with it. And there's a Merritt. Shovels in, and here comes Jim Leonardi. Leonardi all by himself. Leonardi shoots, and Frenchie with a big stop there. And he puts it out to Quarters. And a big stop, big time. The giveaway there. Another giveaway by Merritt. And French has to be tough on that one, and he will just cover it up.
It's tough to see who's got the power play. The Canucks keep coming down, killing a lot of time off the clock with a good chance. Good scoring chance by both players here. As they kill the time. A minute 15 left in the power play. I tell you what, Tommy, this game's very good, back and forth, up and down action. That was a 4-3 game, very close. 5 minutes left to play in the third period.
Very entertaining it is, Bobby. Little over 5.5 minutes to go. 4-3 tight game. Kazan using long reach. He comes up over the line, pulls up. Kazan look around, shows out front and just missed Claremont. Tipped around and kept in by Lutz. Lutz throws it back around. Dolman with the outstretched reach will try to shovel it up. It's kept in by Kazan. And Stimson for the Canucks. Clear the zone and he gets it. Eric Stimson over the Duff. 2-on-2. Rob Duff. Back over to Eric. Over to Dolman. Dolman with a shot. It hits a skate. Rebound. Stimson with a shot through the legs. Duff on the goal crease. And Frenchie is there standing tall. And the Canadians will clear it out. A little too far for the outstretched hands of Kazan. And Johnny Mullen for the Canucks will lose blow and skate on there. And it comes right back out front. The Kazan shot! Scores! And they go tumbling in there to the net. And
a
big,
forehand to backhand, all alone in front of the net. A great goal by Kazan.
A big giveaway there. Kazan comes tumbling into the net.
I mean, he's 51 years old. 51-year-old Kazan, he gets dumped into the net. He's slow to get up. Former tennis pro. He wants to be back in Rowan Love.
Kazan put the pressure on the defenseman, Johnny Mullins, and Mullins blew a tire. Stevens keeps it in, shovels it to Kazan, who gets up and just beats Scherzing on the all-by-himself breakaway to tie this game.
Looks like he got the wind knocked out of him. What a battle between two Canadian Titan teams, the Canadians and Canucks.
And Rob Duff giving it to Jason Milner, the ref. He wants to know what's going on here and what are you calling and how you doing and what's up and how's your mama and
this isn't a kid's show. There's a lot of profanity going on. Kids, go to bed right now.
And you notice one thing, that's the grid is there for the Canucks, but some sloppy play in their own zone has really led to capitalization by the Canadians, and Giftis will fire it around.
4-4 tie, 4 minutes. It's a game of fours.
Kevin Price. Price will try to get it around Skelton, and Skelton takes it, picks his pocket there, he comes up over the line. Skelton coming right in, Skelton shot, Frenchie with the save there.
Stay on Skelton. High.
Skelton's been all over the ice.
Stay him high.
Right up front again, Boulanger, and Frenchie stands tall there. Well, actually on his knees, but he's still 7'2" on his knees.
That's Paul's patented move. He sneaks it behind net, tries to go upstairs, but a good save by Frenchie.
Quarters to a rushing Lutz. Spins around, throws it out front. Knight can't get a handle on it, comes to the line. Stan with the puck. Stan, he hits off a leg, and Johnny Mullins coming up through center. He'll play it back, nobody there. It's good. They're waving out Boulanger coming right in. Boulanger, he looks around. Oh, and he just pulled himself out of the play. He had Frenchie down and beat and just lost the puck, didn't know what to do with it.
Good analogy. He pulled himself out of the play. Johnny Mullins lost his stick in center ice. He's a man without a stick right now. Duff's one of these featured players.
Duff steps right in. Duff comes in. Shot. Oh, it's laying there, and it's cleared by Stan.
Frenchie poke checked, and Stan came right in and lost his stick on Duff.
Duff clears it back around. 3 minutes to go in the third period. Both teams tied at 4. Both teams need this game in the standings. Boulanger wins a battle there. He tries to Duff, tied up by Claremont. And Schultz back into Duff. Duff a little move there on Quarters. Throws it out front. Goes right back to the point. Goldman couldn't handle it. He hits the skate and bounces in the corner. Still kept in. Tremackers, he tries to get it to. Tries to get it out front, and there's a delayed call. And
There was a little scruff behind in that time. Mike Stan tackled down Boulanger. Boulanger wrapped his legs around Stan. Stan could not move. But the referees indicated there is going to be a penalty. It looks like he's calling a tripping penalty on Mike Stan, who held Boulanger down behind the net.
And not a very smart penalty here. Again, 2:40 to go in the third. Ill-advised penalty. And you just have to control your emotions this late in the game. It's a physical sport. And I think that was a little retribution for the hip that he got earlier. But you don't want to do it this time of the game.
Danny, off to the races, baby. Let's go.
Spot's right. They'll be able to kick your spot. You're absolutely right on that. Here's Shelton sitting in the corner.
Use them.
Stevens.
Drop back to the point, a nice play there, and here's Schultz. Back over to Skelton, who's been all over the place for the Canucks today. Throwing in front, banks off a couple legs, but goes right to the Canadian Stevens, and he'll just clear it down the ice.
Not a bad play by the defenseman to get the shot on net.
Scherzing right back up. He'd give it right back to the Canadians, though, and it's just easily tipped by Merritt. Out to Cassidy, and he'll clear his zone down the ice again, and here comes the Canucks back. Minute 55 to go in the third period. The Canucks on the power play.
There we go.
And again, they can't get anything going.
Nice kill.
You're
boys.
wondering
Nice
where
kill.
Rob Duff is out here.
Go.
Minute 8 to go in the power play.
With a minute 44 left to play in the action.
Bill Dolman has to play it to his defensive partner Schultz. Back to Dolman. Dolman leading the rush. He misses everybody again. And there's nobody there but Stevens. Stevens tried a little how do you do. Gets poke checked. It comes over to Leonardi. Leonardi can't bust through the Canadians' defense. Stevens grabs it. Stevens will take a look at it. A minute 25 to go. He does something crazy with it. And Kazan it comes to, and he'll just clear it the rest of the ice.
Crazy call that penalty. Stevens cut through the neutral zone. He was hacked down, but there was no penalty call. Just too late. Refs are letting everything go right now with a minute left to play.
The Canucks will be looking to pull the goalie here, but they got a power play. Here's Rob Duff, the man you want to have the puck. Duff gets poke checked, and it goes all the way, cleared all the way back down the ice. 20 seconds to go in the man advantage for the Canucks. And less than a minute to go in the period in the game here. 4-4 game. Chipped up through center. Duff tries a little backhand pass. That's intercepted. And here comes Quarters. Right down the center of the ice. Quarters with a shot, and Jeffrey Scherzing has to be.
Under the arm. Oh, what a nice
Has
save
to
by the
be.
goalie.
Tough on that. Still plenty of time to go in this game. 43 seconds to go the way both of these teams have been going.
You know, Tommy, that stretch pass by the Canucks have been forced every time it's intercepted by Quarters. He made a nice play, got a good shot right on net. With 43 seconds left on the clock.
Rob Duff is still, you hear him from the benches here. He's trying to get any call he possibly can, it looks like right now. Duff to the right of Scherzing. We'll win the draw back to Mullins, and Mullins with the puck. Mullins over to Boulanger. Boulanger, little couple toe drags, comes out for it. But he gets poke checked by Knight. Knight still kept in at the line. But easily given to Gifted, so there's nobody there.
Knight's just exhausted. He had the puck right over the blue line.
3 on 2, 20 seconds to go, up through center. Porters gets back and handles that. Price takes it away from Giftis. Price tries toe drag, and Mullins makes a nice play there, knocks it off his stick. Porters can't keep it in and dump up over center. He does a little fake pass and he comes in. It's up in Boulanger. 5 seconds to go. Duff over the line. Duff shot. Frenchie with the stop.
Got the right leg down.
And that'll be the end of the game. And a nice.
That's when a play, Duff tried, just didn't get it high enough, but Frenchie with a good leg kick right out to preserve the tie.
And that was a very entertaining game.
That was not old man hockey. That was minor league.
Lots of
Professional hockey.
lots of chances, lots of sloppy play, lots of individual play.
That was a good game to watch.
I wonder if they're going to shake Mike Stan's hand. They're going to shake Mike Stan's hand. Watch Boulanger and Stan. No, he didn't. Good game, James.
Very entertaining, boys.
I chose watching hockey over sex. So, thanks.
He gets spurted. Mr. Stan, are you okay? Any words for the press? Mr. Stan, any words for the press? He's like Dion Phaneuf. No, I'm not talking to the press.
Bobby, always a pleasure. Uh-huh.
Four to four, third period. What a great game. Kenny, you described it as just a great minor league hockey game. This is not senior league hockey. Here's one of the oldest guys in the league, probably the fastest guy in the league. What was going through your mind as you raced down the ice on that breakaway?
Well, I always remember the Morris brothers. I think, what would they do in a situation like this? Well, you got to go top shelf on these guys here because he's such a big goaltender out there. You got to move your feet and you got to put the puck up in the corner. I've learned that from the Morris brothers.
Where do you get your energy? Jim, when you're cruising through the neutral zone, you get your head up. Where does that energy come from?
You got to dig down deep. It's a team effort here. It's all about the team. It's not just me. It's what the team does.
Thank you very much.
Always a pleasure.